intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
If I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster strudels.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You
in
like
my
it?
mouth. And to swallow it down, oh my God.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boys and the girls.
Holler Nation, what is going on? We are down a fellow Holler member this evening. JD's stuck at work, adulting. But it doesn't matter because we've got Gracie here, front and center, right where she belongs, like the princess that she is.
That's
Gracie,
right. I'm the queen, actually.
how's it going? You're the queen. That's correct. We've also got Michael Valentine on the show. That is tonight's guest, who, in fact, is reading a book. Why don't you tell us what you're reading? What's got your attention over there?
The show's already started. Oh, I was just catching up on some reading.
Gotcha. What's that say there?
Balloonology.
Balloonology.
Reading about how to make a lion.
Of course.
That would take you a little less than a minute to do that, guy.
Make a bicycle, clown.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? It's good to see you. We hate to take away from your reading. We promise it'll only be for roughly an hour or so. Fun things to talk about. Always a great time with you. Thanks for taking time out of your evening. Seriously.
It's always fun to talk to you guys. You guys been good?
I've been good. I've been really busy. It's the start of sports season for me, so it's like I'm playing all the sports. Men's softball, co-ed softball, co-ed kickball. Throw all the sports at me. Intramurals never ends. You can grow up and just still play all those things and make balloon animals. You can do whatever you want.
That's more my speed. Yeah. I find sports not interesting.
Well, guess what? Every sports event needs a nice clown walking around on the sideline, handing out balloons to the children. Guess what? You found your spot. Welcome to the game, Michael Valentine, the birthday clown.
Been accused of being a clown more than once.
Please go to a kickball game and just make balloon animals.
Michael Valentine, the sideline sports clown. The crowd goes crazy.
What?
Yeah, keep us posted on Balloonology.
Go to that kickball game.
Jesse Lawrence in the house. It could get rowdy tonight. Jesse Lawrence in the house. How you feeling, Jesse?
Oh, no, Miranda.
What time is it there? Great. Miranda on the screen says, Gracie, sorry I can't be with you tonight. I have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to sleep early. Hope you guys have some fun. Miranda, thanks for stopping by.
Miranda, I'm very jealous of your grandma's sleep.
Fantastic timing my way. My dog, Little Search Tankian here, has decided to start playing ball.
Oh, sorry. Not an appropriate time.
He's over here somewhere.
Well, my son in my body has decided to start kicking me, so he just must love Holler.
It's like a balloon animal in your belly.
Not really. It's a whole thing in there.
A balloon animal in your belly.
He's a whole thing.
It's like a balloon animal in your body.
I don't think so. It's definitely an alien. Like, he definitely kicked my whole body last night. I felt it, and I said, "Excuse me, it is bedtime. I don't know what you're doing right now, but it's time to go to sleep."
I was trying to make a joke about Michael Valentine, the sideline sports clown, creating a balloon fetus, but the joke, it's just not there. It's there, but it's not there.
It's got all of the elements.
This joke has everything.
Put it out to the world, see what they can come up with.
Not. You guys made me
Joke has
snort.
everything.
It does not.
Jesse has a great idea. Kick him back, Gracie. You ever think about that?
That's child abuse.
It's debatable.
Yeah.
When's the kid?
I'm an Indian outlaw.
When's the kid due?
September 27th.
Oh, that's close to my birthday. My birthday is September 22nd.
Oh, well, I'm sure this little guy's just going to cook forever, so
maybe
who
he'll
knows
come early.
I thought you said what does the baby do? As in, like, what's his occupation?
Not a lot.
What's the baby do? What are his specialties?
Like, rolls around. I'm pretty sure he does backflips in there.
Nunchucks, basically.
Yeah,
so you have you have what, a 7-year-old and a
fetus.
One in the oven.
I like that we all just said fetus. That was
really
wonderful.
queued
I
it up for the
appreciate
fetus line. Hey guys, I want to let you know that we are proudly powered by Camo Energy. It's these wonderful energy shots that I've got right here. Here's 2 different flavors: Dragon Fruit, Rocket Pop. These are my 2 favorite. That's why I always show them off. These things are no carbs, no sugar. They're made locally. Drink these instead of giant energy drinks. Drink these instead of 5-hour energy drinks. They taste better. Support local. As a matter of fact, I want to send you 2 of them right now. If you'll share this live video to your Facebook wall and then send us a DM and let us know that you shared it. Make sure you include your mailing address. Even if you won this stuff before, we're going to just mail you 2 for free. No shipping, nothing. Camo Energy. CamoEnergyShots.com. Scrolling across the bottom. Boom. Back to Michael Valentine. Let's kick a button here. Let's get this party started. Michael, were you going to say something? I'll let you say it if you want to. You want to say it?
No, I have nothing to say.
Okay, fair enough.
Link up at officialholler.com.
No, it was too late. Good, and that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
That's it. We have nothing to say about
Fantastic show this evening.
it.
Find Michael and all of his balloons at a party near you soon. Holler Nation.
I'm going to figure out how to do this.
Jesse, I really hope that you do. And by the next time that we speak to you, I hope that you craft one on screen. For a second, when you lifted up your hand, see, the people that are listening on Spotify, they can't see this, but when you lifted up your hand like far away, I thought you also had those like little tiny hands like in your shirt sleeve, and I thought that you went from balloon animals to tiny hands just like that. Yeah, exactly.
That would be.
This is edge of your seat stuff.
It's really crazy. Anyway,
So
Michael Valentine,
what's going on?
you're here to shout out a local event that we want to talk about and we want to learn about. I will say this: it's the coolest splash art that we've ever had for the show. It is an astronaut.
You like that?
It looks like a really badass album cover. I actually wish that I could like be in the astronaut suit. I wish that I could be in that art and make it my profile photo. That's how much I like it. I want it to be my Abby.
I mean, I'll suggest this. June 9th, come there. I'll let you wear the helmet.
June 9th.
Yeah.
That's next week, Brian.
So Gracie sent me an email, asked me to be on the show, and then sent me an email. And then she said, send me a picture. And I didn't do that at all.
Yeah.
And she politely said, I asked you to send me a picture. Why didn't you do that?
Butthead, send me the damn picture.
And I went in the next room and I put that helmet on and took a picture of myself. And then I photoshopped this outer space background. It was.
Cannot. Brian, do you know you could probably use that as your back or your AV, and no one would ever know really because you don't know who's behind the helmet. So
true. I just can't believe that. For a second, I thought he was like kind of just messing with us, but I think he's being serious. He seriously crafted it on the spot, and it's the best art. You dropped a fire album cover, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Now I just have to make an album.
He's making a children's album.
So do you want me to tell you about this cool thing that's happening?
Let's please talk about it. Tell me all about it. Yes.
Okay. So, well, let me start at the beginning. I had this idea to make an album of public domain children's songs with local bands. And I thought that would be a lot of fun. And I contacted the Huntington Children's Museum. Do you know about these guys?
Tasha, she's amazing.
You know, Tasha Pelfrey. So, and they've purchased the old Shoney's building in the West End, and they're going to make a physical on-site children's museum in our city.
I was part of an organization last summer that dropped a huge donation to that, and that was thanks to Gracie. Gracie's the one that told me about it, and I had the opportunity to nominate an organization. That nomination won, and we were able to give them thousands last year. It was awesome.
Love it. So I contacted them, and I was like, hey, I have this idea to record an album, and I wonder if like we could just give all the proceeds for whatever to you guys. And they were like, well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much a no-brainer. Yeah.
And I like that.
This is more where that came from.
So started trying to raise some money to pay the sound engineer to do that. And we've actually recorded 5 songs for it so far. And it's great. It's fun. It's so wonderful. And they said, hey, we're doing this thing called Kids Fest and it's next week in June. Every day there's like free events that you can take your kids to. And they said, hey, on Friday, would you do a live show? Like maybe you can get the bands from this album and they can play the music live. And I started trying to organize that. And it was like, I don't know if you've ever tried to do organized stuff, but like I do it a lot and I hate it. And it's miserable and it's like herding cats. And
Can you explain why?
What's that?
Can you explain why you hate it organized like that?
It's not, I don't want to say it's their fault, but like when you have to get so many people, moving parts and people, for instance, you guys were at the Christmas show, right?
Yes.
Did you come to the Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
You know, it's like 30 people, getting them all in the same place to do something to get. I don't know if anybody in the audience knows how difficult that is, but it's miserable, and I don't know why I do it, and I don't ever want to do it again, but I will continue doing it. Because what happens is like the show ends and everyone is patting you on the back. Oh, yeah, you're the best person in the world. And everybody's laughing and having a good time. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that wasn't so bad. Until the next thing comes. So I'm trying to put this kids show together where they play the live music. And I'm just like, this isn't working. So, okay, forget it. I'll just put it all on me, basically. And I wrote a play, essentially, where I'm Captain Valentine, and we built this cardboard robot. And I was like, I've always, do you guys know about Mr. Cartoon and Beeper?
Of course. Yeah, I've got a Beeper sticker right over here. I can't reach it, but I got a Beeper sticker.
So I have always kind of thought of Beeper as the Chewbacca to Mr. Cartoon's Han Solo. And
It's the Huntington deep cut right here for sure.
So I really wanted to have Beeper in the show, and I send a message to your all's buddy and mine, Tim Ear, and I said, how likely would it be that I could use that Beeper costume in the show? And he was like, it's very likely, and I think I'm off that night, so I could be Beeper.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
And then so I'm writing the thing, and it's just like coming along naturally. It's coming along naturally, but I need a villain, and of course, like my buddy Death Falcon Zero, the professional wrestler. It just kind of wrote itself, and I trust all these people, and they're wonderful, and they've been great, and we've rehearsed a couple times. So there's this space play, and the kids are going to be on the stage, and there's going to be games, and it's going to be like a lot of fun for.
And Tim Ear is Beeper.
Tim Ear, Andrew Colgrove is the understudy. So if something goes wrong, we don't know who's going to be in the costume. All right.
Yeah, backup Beeper. Yes, that's a great idea.
I feel like I talked for a really long time.
No, this is exactly what you're on here. It's what you're supposed to do. What I wanted to say was, I didn't want to interrupt you, but for the people tuning in, like Jesse here from Texas, who has just no idea what Mr. Cartoon is or Beeper, maybe give them a little background on that.
Okay, so people.
I was on that show as a kid, by the way. Were you on there?
Let me tell you about that. First of all, I just wanted to express my surprise that people outside of Huntington listen to this.
Okay, first of all, that hurts.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit.
You're beautiful.
Totally shocked. No, okay. So
Internet's weird, dude. Internet's a weird place.
In Huntington, West Virginia, on WSAZ, Mr. Cartoon has been a thing since back in black and white days, I think. But when I was young, and Brian, you were young, and Gracie, were you here in Huntington, Gracie?
Mm-hmm. I've been here my whole life.
Okay, where were you at the Huntington High reunion? I didn't go to the reunion, but
excuse me, I did not go to Huntington High. I've been in the area my whole life, but I say Huntington is my home.
Yeah. And we're off track here. Gracie was probably asleep during all this anyway, so
okay,
no,
doesn't matter.
Maybe was I a fetus? Honestly, you guys, because you're so much older than I am.
Yeah, right. Sure.
I'm getting hungry. So the television station WSAZ in Huntington, West Virginia, man, it's so hard to get anything out.
You got to power through, buddy.
You just got to fight through it, dude.
There was a Saturday morning program locally on WSAZ called Mr. Cartoon. I think it was after school. When we were young, I think it was tapering off, though. Mr. Cartoon was an old man, and he had a guy in a costume named Beep. Are you yawning? Gracie's yawning.
I am tired.
I'm into it. Beeper is crazy looking, by the way. For people not from here, he's insane looking.
And
What
from
the
what I
hell is he?
understand, well, I don't know if he's a dog or a bear, or maybe a bear dog.
And he's like radioactive green.
Yes, with like red around the. It almost looks like there's blood.
The real scary kind. Yeah, exactly. Not a friendly face. He's like
So-
Scary Marco from back in the day when we were a kid. Yeah, exactly.
And I have heard this that the Beeper costume was originally one of the banana splits. Do you know about the banana splits back in the 60s, 70s, maybe? Costume
That's
characters. I'm
I was purposely trying to not react to that. Just say nothing.
Thank you. So anyway, he gets his name Beeper because all he can do is honk a little horn.
So he's
doesn't
also
speak.
like a mute that honks a horn.
Yes. Now, there's a guy that says he was on Mr. Cartoon.
Michael T. Jett was on Mr. Cartoon. We lived in Charleston, and he loves PB&J Beeper.
What?
Beeper loves
Now, Brian,
okay?
what you said was you were on the show, right?
Yes.
Now, listen to how dumb I was as a kid. I'm sitting there every Saturday morning watching this, and they had behind Mr. Cartoon would be bleachers with kids. And I'm sitting there and I'm, oh, there's my friend. What are all my friends on? I wonder why they're on the Mr. Cartoon show. And I'm so stupid, I never made the connection that I could do it. And I know my mom is sitting behind me just like, oh, please don't. ask.
Right.
I don't
Not
know.
one more thing.
I won't know where to park. I don't know what door to go in. This is how she is. So I never asked and I never went. What was your experience on the show?
It's a great story. Well, I was a very young child. I went with my cousin. I went with my cousin who was probably like ADHD, so she's all over the place. And back then, you're just like, oh, my kid's great. My kid's wild. You know, she's all over the place. I'm trying to sit there and be a good boy with, like you said, old man Mr. Cartoon and scary as hell Beeper. I never found
Very
him
scary.
scary, but looking back, wow, what a creature. Do you happen to have something on?
No.
If not, I'm going to grab this.
Terrifying.
Okay, there you go. Hold that up there. There's Beeper. What the hell is that? Wow, dude. Yeah. You know
there's
what?
like I think it's like the red around the eyes that's really
Keep talking. I'm going to grab this sticker. Keep talking.
okay. So yeah, Mr. Cartoon would play like Bugs Bunny in cartoons and things like that. But he also had Beeper was responsible for carrying the Yucket bucket. Do you remember this, Brian?
This is like maybe a little bit too deep for. I don't remember the Yucket bucket.
Okay. Well, there were threats of, there he is, throwing the Yucket bucket on the kids, I think. And maybe it was full of spiders or something. I have a friend that was on the show, and he was so scared of the Yucket bucket, he left and was
The
not
whole
back
thing's
on.
terrifying.
Bro, there's probably barf in the Yucket bucket.
That's very
I mean,
possible.
you couldn't draw up a creature to scare children more, I wouldn't think, than like something roughly like this. He's just missing fangs. He doesn't say words. Look at this. Beep, beep, he says as he comes for your family in the middle of the night.
Dude.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I can't believe that this costume. So this costume is a vintage Huntington deep dive costume for all of you that are out of towners. Hey, by the way, we got a few more eyes on the show. I need to say again, camoenergyshots.com. If you guys would share this live video to your Facebook wall, send us a DM with your mailing address. We'd like to mail you a couple of these little camo energy shots. We're going to do it for free, so just share this right now. Anyway, let's get back to Captain Valentine. We got a little bit off subject, Mr. Cartoon and Beaver, but Captain Valentine, man.
Yeah. So I've wrote this very ambitious project. It's really ambitious because I'm not getting any money for it. And I've spent hours and hours making this robot costume and making it all rusty. But it's been fun. And I'm making paper mache asteroids right now. I took a break to talk to you guys. There's a rocket. There's a rocket that we come out of, and there's going to be live music like the Carpenter Ants are going to play, and it's really going to be.
I feel like you're putting this all together like so quickly too. You haven't like been on this for like a long time. I mean, this is wild.
Yeah, and the problem is like I had this Good Time Mountain Mamas do Johnny Cash show, and we're trying to organize the recording of this album, and I'm doing this, and tomorrow, the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame is having their induction ceremony this year, and I was hired to do the vignettes that play for each of the people before that, and that's just taken me 100 million hours. I don't know how I can do it, and I've got 2 young kids.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Mhm.
You guys that do it with the young ones as well, like you guys blow my mind. You guys Captain Valentine, congratulations, man. Hey, look, we're back with this. Beeper loved PB&J. I took him some one time. We're back to Beeper and PB&J. Rachel in the house. Rachel, let me see if I can find your button here real quick. It's been a minute. I haven't hit this button.
Hey.
I haven't hit the Rachel button, so I don't even know where it's at. That's so sad. Here we go.
Rachel!
There's the one. Shout out to Rachel down in Tennessee. Rachel, I want you to comment on something for me. This on the screen. This is called Beeper. It is a children's mascot. Will you just comment on this? Like, just say whatever comes to mind whenever you see this creature, bear, dog, radioactive thing. Beep, beep. It says beep, beep.
Radioactive?
I wanted to show you a
lime
painting
green.
that I did a while back.
Oh my God, it's horrible, dude. Is this the horror film you're working on? God.
This is the Chewbacca and Han Solo pose here. See,
Wait, did you really paint that though?
I did. Yeah.
That's fantastic, dude. Look at how talented you are in all of the arts. No wonder you hate
Amazing.
sports, dude. All of your talent went to this. You know what I mean? Goodbye. Beep, beep.
Half
I'm
price. Half price.
sorry. You break it, you beep it. She says, I was almost mad at you because I forgot the button, but we're waiting to hear about Beeper. Rachel, comment on Beeper. We would show you Michael's painting again, but he smashed it in a million pieces behind him, which was crazy. So comment on that creature.
Right?
Yeah, that creature right there. That's a children's mascot, Rachel.
See,
but
there's
again,
the
you know,
bucket.
the Yuck It Bucket, man. That's just wild. The whole concept's wild. I love it. Oh, okay, here we go. She's got a comment. She says, she's in Tennessee. She knows nothing about this. He's almost a fox, but with human ears. I mean, he'll probably tell your kids how it's okay to be different. You know what? That's you're right about that. And he'll do it via the honk of a horn.
Yeah, they'll have to just assume what he's saying.
It's all subtitles across the bottom, or should have been, actually.
Nobody knows what he is, and that's one of my favorite parts.
Exactly.
He's definitely an alien. He's an alien.
He's an alien.
Captain Valentine,
Yes, sir.
6/9. That's the date of the show. That's exactly 1 week. Sounds like a Friday.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds just like a Friday.
Sounds just like one. Where can we go to see this? What time and how much?
Oh, you're gonna love the how much price, but I'm not gonna get to that right
Okay.
away. I'll answer your first question first.
Makes
It's
sense.
at City Hall, Huntington, West Virginia, City Hall, the Giancarlo Auditorium, the Giancarlo Stevenson Auditorium, on the 2nd floor of City Hall at Foundry Theater. And the time is going to get started around 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
Carpenter Ants is going to play some music, and then we're going to start off. The rocket's going to touch down. We're going to have a good old time. Now, listen, I foreshadowed the price. It's free.
Amazing.
It's totally free. Something to bring your kids to, have some fun on a Friday.
Amazing.
They're going to have
Brian
astronaut
only
ice
had a
cream.
child.
There's going to be, I think there's going to be Little Caesars pizza.
Amazing.
I mean,
Brian,
it's just.
you wanna
it's
borrow
just
my
everything.
child to
I don't know
take
why
her?
you wouldn't want to be there.
I know. I want to be.
Kid?
I've wanted to be there since I saw the album artwork. Gracie is now offering a real human child she's gifting me a human
She's
child.
pretty fun. She's a good time. So
She has a good time.
Wait.
I sat beside Gracie's child at the Christmas Carol show. As a matter of fact, yeah, fantastic.
She's
You know,
hot mess.
yeah, I
definitely do
we
that.
haven't talked since then, I don't think, but I watched your Tim Ear when you had him on there, and you guys and him had some nice things to say about the show, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're very welcome, man. And you know what's really weird, dude? Like, okay, I'm just making myself laugh before I say it. It's really weird because we're now to June, and you're right. I have not spoken to you since Christmas Carol. So you're talking December, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I just talked to you just like not long
Like
ago.
6 months then.
We don't need to talk. But
And that's why I'm laughing, because we go so far back. It's just like it was yesterday through the hallways of Huntington High School.
Yep. I'm sure we walked past each other who knows how many times.
Just like at Huntington High. It's like, you don't even have to speak to me, man. I already like you.
Yeah, yeah. That was the thing. We didn't have to talk. We didn't have to know. We didn't even have to know each other existed.
Like beeper, subtitles only, and we were happy. And, life was good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you having a nice time, Gracie?
What? I'm so tired.
I don't know. I just feel like every time I've ever seen you on this show, you just seem like you're miserable.
That's actually her normal face. I swear to God, that's her normal face.
Actually, my face. It's just what my face looks like all of the time.
We've got a question. We got a question on the screen, Valentine. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I see Gracie at Explorer Academy at the functions there, and you look just the exact same. Like you don't want to be there too.
It's her face. It's just her face.
It's just the way I look.
Now, what does she say here?
Rachel says, "Can this man tell me about his books and how they smell, and can I smell them?" So Rachel, I think, missed the very beginning with Balloonology. Let's just start there.
Rachel, you missed the balloon book.
Would you believe this actually smells like balloons? Latex?
No, you're messing with us, right?
I am.
Please
It's
lie.
not true. I was lying.
It's not true. Thank you. I knew that was a lie. I could tell.
Really weird.
What do we got? What do we have? Anything interesting? Look at this.
You wanna be my lover?
What we got there?
Tales from the Moss Isley Cantina.
What?
Right next to the Jules Verne collection.
Okay, listen. If you're listening to this locally, I don't want to get too far off track here. If you're listening locally, please, in 1 week, on the 9th of June, go to Foundry Theater. It is in City Hall. We're talking about a free show. Listen to all of the stuff that he's poured into this show. It's for the kids. Please find a child, bring your child.
And
bring.
You don't have to bring a child. You could come.
Bring a child.
I think you'll have a good time. I know you'll have a good time. It's fun. There are jokes in there for adults.
Oh,
you know how SpongeBob kind of does that?
Like all good children's show. That's exactly what I was about to say.
And I'll tell you this. I don't patronize kids. They pick up on more than So I write it. I'm a child. I'm a child already as it is. So
You're a very tall child.
I just write a normal thing that I would enjoy.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Rachel says, "I want them old stanky books."
Well, we're trying to talk about a kids show here.
We're talking about between the book stank and the beeper creature.
They don't stink, all right. My books don't stink.
Yeah,
it's been an intense 30 minutes.
Look at this. President's flashcards.
Michael, here's a random thought. I know we've given the info, but just in case, just so we can say it again, because we like to spam it on this show. Is there anywhere they can go to find this info? Oh, by the way, let me back up here. Foundry Theater is probably something locally that you haven't been to yet. You've got to go check out Foundry Theater. They've put together such a nice theater. It's such a great experience. I'm sure you've been to a show at the Keith Albee, so why not go to the next best thing in town, the Foundry Theater? It's seriously fun. It's awesome, and it's right here in town. It's like a hidden gem that you don't know about, and that's probably what I described it as last time. But I was serious about that.
Foundry. There's something going on there almost every week, and all kinds of different stuff. And I wish more people would come check it out. It's a really cool, fun place. It'll take a while probably to build up. Just real quick, these president's flashcards. Anybody?
That's good. Grant.
Close. Gracie.
Gracie, just name a president. Try.
I don't know Henry
Here's
Ford.
a hint. He loves lasagna.
Garfield.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a great
That's
hint.
what we should, Brian. We need those president flashcards because that would be hilarious to play instead of Family Feud.
It's already fun. I want to keep playing. Hit me again.
Okay. Let's do another one real quick. Oh, okay. Here's a more modern one.
Okay. I want you to keep it weird, but yeah, that's fine.
Come on, guys. I'm not even
the Adams brothers.
No, hold on. I've got this. This is Truman.
President during World War I. No.
Truman.
Gracie.
During World War
Woodrow
I.
Wilson.
Oh, I thought
Yeah, that
was
was
Truman.
my guess. You said it too fast.
I'm gonna blame that small little box that Michael Valentine's in, and these sunglasses. I guess that's what blocked it. Surely that's what blocked it.
All right, one more.
Okay, one more.
Gracie.
What?
She missed it.
What?
She
Oh,
did. She
sorry.
missed it.
Definitely know what that one is.
Sorry, you missed
We
it.
actually have audience participation too. Like Rachel was on it. She said
Nice.
Garfield.
Nice.
I like it. Foundry Theater. Get there in a week. Is there anywhere people can go?
Oh.
Is there a flyer for this? A website for this? A Facebook page for this?
Check out the Good Time Show on Facebook. This is called the Good Time Kids Show. I don't know if
Gotcha.
you said that yet. But I've got a page on there called the Good Time Show, and we do all kinds of fun stuff. Good Time Mountain Mamas and Good Time Kids shows, and we just try to have all kinds of fun for our city.
I
Me and
like
my child will
I like
definitely
the
be there.
Good Time
I
Kids
can't hear
Show.
you, Gracie. What were you saying? Can you get close to your microphone?
I'm really close to my microphone, Captain Valentine.
Can you just
I
exit the
said-
screen and only talk to the microphone?
Yeah. What? Oh,
Hey,
anyway,
it's Mel. Mel, are you in
Mel.
Alaska today? Michael is shocked that people listen outside of West Virginia. Please tell us what state you're in so we can shock Michael. She's either in Oregon or Alaska. I'll almost bet.
I mean,
Barack Obama.
Baraka.
is that when he fought on Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, you just say it all one word. Barack Obama. Oh, man. That's fantastic. Listen, if there's anything else you'd like to spit about this, spit it now. We're going to talk to Holler Nation.
Whew,
Shall we? Cool.
I guess. if you want to.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
That's right. It's the Good Time Kids Show. Send your dick pics to Gracie. Officialholler.com.
Yes, please send them to me because Brian and JD will also get to see them. So it's like a win-win situation
Does this
for
actually
everybody
happen?
involved. No, honestly, no. And it shocks me because they hit that stab. So Brian hits that stab at least 3 times a show. Never gotten one. Not
Mel
one.
is in Oregon. Mel, since you're in Oregon, will
Can
you
send
please
us the
comment?
Oregon, picture of the Oregon?
Will you please comment on this creature right here on the screen? Tell me what you think this creature is. Maybe a bear, maybe a fox man, and just describe him, Mel. What do you think about this? You think this is good for children, bad for children? You want to hug this guy? Does he glow in the dark? Your thoughts. Anyway, we will continue. It's Holler Nation time. We've got a couple polls out there. Gracie, guess what? You've got a poll this evening, and
go
I'm
first.
so excited. Go first, girl. Let's go. Let's go, Gracie.
Okay. It was a good one. I was surprised. Okay.
I like
so
Gracie's
my
poll this
poll
evening.
Was,
Can you talk into the microphone, please?
Oh my God, shut up, Michael Valentine. Next time I see you out, I'm definitely kicking you in the shins.
That's fair.
If
It's
you had
just-
to eat one color for a whole day, what color would you choose and why?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, okay, then tell me. We'll go around the room first. Let's hear it.
Khaki.
That's one someone won't
Okay.
say.
Dude, that's my Thanksgiving plate. It's khaki.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hot what?
Breads and your mashed potatoes and
I like,
your
it just threw
meat?
me off.
Huh?
It just threw khaki though. Like what?
He was so confident in his Thanksgiving plate
He
too.
was like he said that with his chest, and I was like,
There's Michael again. He's on the khaki.
Oh
Damn
God,
it.
look at that. He's got his khaki plate.
"All right, Brian, you go."
First of all, Gracie, thank you for asking this question. If I could eat a color, it would have to be purple. The purple would represent Barney, his blood, his meaty flesh. All day long, Barney soups, Barney steaks, Barney dino nuggets. Does Barney have a tail? I don't recall. If yes,
He
I'd
does.
eat that too.
Definitely.
There's something to be said about consuming a children's hero. So pour one out to Barney and let's slurp that perp. Sorry.
I cannot say any more words.
say
I don't think
Barney,
I can bring anybody
we
else.
have the meat.
that's the answer. Like, I have nothing else to offer you guys. I'm sorry.
I think you should submit that.
Just
to a
kidding. I'm
poetry
going to read
contest.
them. So Crystal says, yellow. I just figure it's so bright. It's bound to be citrusy or something good.
I'd like to read more things like that at the children's show. Exactly.
Please don't. Michael says, yellow, a hard taco shell that I can add to. Mike, you can only eat the hard taco shell. Anyway, Nikki says brown because I love meat and chocolate. And Stephanie says, I'd probably pick red. Steak starts out as red. Lobster tails, tomatoes, red potatoes, apples, strawberries, cherries, beets, ew, raspberries, watermelon. I can keep going. There was a lot of words these people listed. Madison says green, so many veggies to choose from, mainly striving for pickles. Oh, that is also my answer because pickles are number one in my whole life. Mary says white.
Pickles.
Yeah,
Number
pickles.
one.
Dill pickles
How about
specifically.
jalapenos? That's a good green.
I mean, yeah, but
If
I'm
you know
just not going to eat a
chicken
plain
exists.
jalapeno.
Gracie, I'll send you my wiener photo. Quote,
Please.
Rachel.
But chicken's not green. If it's green chicken, it's not good chicken. Anywho,
You
Mary
said
says
pickles
white
was the
because of
number one.
that's number one in my life. I love pickles.
Number one too.
Why are you so like stressed out about my pickle?
the blues are calling, toss salads and scrambled eggs.
You just got to fight through it, Gracie.
I just don't think you thought
Midge
about it.
says green because of the vegetables.
Okay.
Ira says brown, beef, brown glazes and sauces like teriyaki, chocolate, brown rice, caramelized onions, wheat bread. Wheat bread is gross. Victoria says orange. Oh,
Khaki bread.
That's what I was about to say. She's attacking your khaki bread.
SOS. Orange chicken, creamsicles, orange donuts, tang. I had an orange push pop milkshake from Cookout and it was really good.
Ooh.
LaCandace says my best friend's husband tells me I'm orange and all I eat is orange food. Odd.
She
Olivia
is
said
orange.
red because of pomegranates, watermelon, tomatoes. Lee Pennington, our good pal, says orange. Everything orange is delicious. I would eat candy all dang day. I don't like orange candy.
Everything orange.
Olivia comes back and says her husband Aaron says brown because of meat and chocolates.
Yeah.
Ethan says green. All my favorite fruits and vegetables are green. Andy, our good pal Andy Nip, aka Jonathan, says grape flavored everything. Parentheses stereotypical. I know with the eye roll emoji.
Slurp that.
But also
perk.
grapes are just grape.
Slurp the perk.
Rachel says blue. I blame the 90s. Ashley Kirkwood says brown, steak, hamburgers, chocolate, tea, caramel, cookies. Oh, and most importantly, whiskey. Shannon says red too. Strawberries, apples, red peppers. And Sophie K says red. I could live off tart cherries alone. That was a lot of answers.
That was a lot of answers. It was a good poll, Gracie.
It was a good
By the
poll.
way,
I was so
Mel's tuned in a couple times. She says, that's an awesome psychedelic looking bear. I want one. That's a great way to describe it, actually. Mel also says, I'm supposed to be going back to Prudhoe Bay Monday. So
another great local bear.
That's exactly right. The bear from, speaking of children, the children's rat casino and pizza, the guitar bear. One of the favorites of the local children. Guys, guess what? It's Family Feud time. It's time to give away some camo energy. We can just switch gears like that from famous local bears to giving away energy shots, camoenergyshots.com. Let's also not forget about our other sponsor, Shotgun Squad, shotgunsquad.com. Go check them out. Slurp that perp. Guys, Family Feud, here we go. First one to get the number one answer takes the point.
But she's not ready.
Takes the point. We're looking for only 2 answers this evening. First 1 to 2 takes it. We're going to mail you some camo energy. Here we go. Question number 1.
Do I play or just the people?
You can play in your head and maybe even say answers that might not exist. Say odd things like khaki. I enjoy khaki food, which really, it's not really that odd.
I don't think that's odd. No.
It's weird.
Not that
You
odd.
just said it with your chest. It stressed me out.
I think if people really thought about it. I mean, blue. Your favorite color to eat is blue.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1 for Family Feud. Name something you always wanted to take lessons in. Name something you always wanted to take lessons in. Question number 1. Remember, we're going to 2 this evening. We're going to make it short and sweet because we still got to holler at Holler Nation, and we still got to, shout out the kids show one more time, the Good Time Kids show.
Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
And just like that, the number one answer already in the chat. They were on it fast. Number one answer is piano.
And it's Mel.
Mel, what's up? Welcome back. Boom. On the board. Mel on the board.
That was quick.
Yeah, we had a couple pianos. Mel got it first. Okay, here we go. Next question. Let me move this over. We're starting to run out of Family Feud cards, guys.
Good.
I
Then we're
can
going
pull
to
up some more presidents' pictures if you want.
Actually, no, 100% do that. I want that to be the next question. The next question. This is a holler first. This is a holler first. The question's coming directly from the guest with his own flashcards that he's brought.
Okay. Here we go.
Name the president.
You got to be specific. That's all I'm going to say.
Can you hold it closer? This painting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's terrifying, actually. Hey, Alan Brown in the house. Corduroy Brown. I have a guess for that president. Guys, just start throwing presidents' names out there. Clearly, he's old. Look at him. It's an old president.
I'll give you a hint.
An old guy?
I happen to know a lot about presidents. I just find them interesting.
You're an adult about flashcards, so I bet
I don't
you
like
do.
politics, but I could probably tell you all these without looking. And I can tell you this is the first president to be photographed.
Ooh, okay.
This is not a photograph. This is a painting. But.
Right. I think that got it for me. I think we've got some guesses. We've got some guesses in Holler Nation.
What we got?
Here's the words. Here's the guesses. Teddy, John Adams, Joe, John Adams. Those are the guesses so far. Anything? Any dice?
Shall
Nothing?
I reveal the answer?
Holler Nation, you've got 10 more seconds to type the name of an old president. The first one.
As I said, you need to be specific. You're gonna have to dial it down a notch on the presidential flashcards. I believe this one was too difficult. Apparently, we're not good. We're not as good. Okay,
good at president.
Time is up. Wait, we got one more. The guess is Herbie Hancock.
That was correct. It was Herbie Hancock.
Are you serious?
President Hancock.
Wow. With time expiring, Mel just swept it, right? I mean, we were going to 2. That was the rule.
That was a quick Google, Mel. That was the quickest Google.
No.
Well, that's why I threw it out there. Let's hear some Herbie Hancock facts, Michael.
This is not Herbie Hancock.
Oh, okay.
Herbie Hancock was a modern musician. John Hancock was alive around the time. He was not a president. But he signed his name awful big on the Declaration of Independence. This is John Quincy Adams.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, see, when you said first one to be photographed, my brain said John Adams. I don't know why. That means I've read that fact before.
This is John Adams.
Good God. My goodness, look at the owl on that one.
I think this was his grandson or something. I don't know.
Listen, if you guys didn't get that Tommy Boy skit a second ago, that was fantastic.
Sucking on chili dog outside the tasty.
Oh my God.
So,
okay.
I don't know if you want to allow John Adams as an answer. That is his name.
Well, yeah, I do want to allow it. As a matter of fact, you said to be specific, but since someone said John Adams, we're going to take it just like that.
It was Rachel.
What's the matter? The cue broken on your all's keyboards?
It sticks a little.
The guy's sensitive on his presidents. Give him the middle initial, or he's not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy about it. Okay, here we go. Next question. This one is a softball. We've really regressed from where we just were. It goes like this. Here's the question. Name something you climb. Name something you climb. I would have missed this one, actually, now that I'm looking at the card.
Captain Valentine, what inspired your play? Like your play that you're doing for the kids show?
The story.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. It's kind
Number
of
one answers in the chat.
an homage to the old 1950s sci-fi stuff.
I'm into that vibe.
I usually like to do retro things, I guess.
Would you like to sit around a table maybe one evening and just discuss Bob Lazar?
Okay, who's that?
Oh,
It's a great starting point. So glad you asked.
Okay. What's the number one answer?
Number one answer is Mountain.
And that was Rachel, and she wins.
So listen, this is very interesting, and I want to be clear to Mel because I was watching the answers come through. Rachel and Mel both said Mountain, and on my screen, it was like the exact same time. I do have Rachel one ahead of Mel, and I guess it's the same on yours. I was wondering how you were going to say it because whichever one took it won the camo. So Rachel with Mountain, congratulations, you're the camo winner. Rachel, we will mail you that and some Holler stickers and a Surge sticker, as a matter of fact. Straight up. Okay, so back to Holler Nation.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
I swear I didn't mean to hit the stab again. Swear. I know you're not going to believe me.
I don't believe you.
I would like to now discuss Adam Sandler movies. And what is your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Can I show Gracie my dick pic real quick, though?
Sure, please. Is this? Oh yeah, more flashcards, of course. Yes,
I love it.
Absolutely.
It's very large. I'm impressed. I'm pretty impressed slightly.
That dick pissed a lot of people off. We'll just leave it at that. You know,
not a good dick.
Yeah, they made him go away. He was okay. Adam Sandler movies. Michael Valentine. What's your favorite one?
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, you don't have to deep dive on this. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie? That's the question.
You know, I saw that Uncut Gems not too long ago. That was a departure. I liked that. I enjoyed it. I kind of find him annoying. I think as an adult, as a kid, it was just what I was asking for.
Your favorite one as a really trying to pull this one out of you. We're trying hard here. It's okay. There we go. That's good.
Of course, like Happy. Yeah, I'll tell you, like one of my favorite scenes ever in film history is in Happy Gilmore when he has the fight with Bob Barker.
Yes, 100%. And Barker just kicks his ass.
That's just.
It's classic. Have you seen Bob Barker lately?
He's not looking well.
My goodness.
I was surprised he was alive, actually.
Same.
Are you still alive? Are you sure?
Dude, it looks
I'm
sure
sure.
up it on strings like
yeah.
Price is right. Price is right.
I mean, my God, like he looked so old when he was doing The Price is Right. And that was like 30 years ago. I don't know, 20 years ago.
No, way older than that. Price is Right, way older than that.
Dude, I mean, it's been like 20 years since he's done it.
He's 99 years old. He's not dead.
He's how old?
He looks it too. 99. He looks 109.
99.
He's trying to beat Betty White.
But then look at Shatner. You seen him? What is he? He's in his 90s.
He's going to space, man.
Bob is old AF.
Dang. His birthday's December 12th, 1923.
We need to set a reminder. Damn it, my secretary is out right now. Alexa, set a reminder for December 12th. Text my phone. Happy birthday, Bob Barker. We will check back in to make sure he makes it to 100. And the price is right. I have a price. I have a Price is Right button somewhere.
Just keep hitting them until you find it.
True.
Do not.
There it is.
That should be used much more often.
It's used a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Hot Pockets.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Buttons alone.
Adam Sandler movies. Okay, Gracie, what's up?
Who's Adam Sandler?
Fantastic.
I'm just kidding.
Moving on.
I mean, Andy
Just kidding.
Samberg.
Oh, I love Andy Samberg. Anywho, I like 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore.
Rom-com.
It was so
The
good.
classic rom-com answer.
I'm
So
sorry,
listen,
I don't know what to tell you.
Holler Nation is really all over the place with their answers. I would say my answer is Happy Gilmore. I think it takes it as the classic Adam Sandler. I think it's like the all-time, it's the all-time funny one. You've got characters like Shooter McGavin and all of that. I mean, like it's I'm not going to say it's what put him on the map, but man, that one really excelled him to stardom. And so I think we kind of overlook Happy Gilmore because we just like give it that, like, well, that's the movie. And we try to think of another movie. I like a lot of Adam Sandler movies, but Happy Gilmore would be my answer. A quick little 1B would be Big Daddy. I've watched Big Daddy several times.
Big Daddy.
It's still great. It's still great as an adult. Okay. Anyway, moving forward, Holler Nation. Ashley Booth says Billy Madison. Ashley Kirkwood says all of them. If I have to pick, it's Waterboy. Mo Lutz says Mr. Deeds. Shank says Happy Gilmore. Courtney says Just Go With It. Who knows about Just Go With It? Anybody?
Mount.
Interesting. We're going to have to stream that one.
Anger Management.
Susan.
That one?
Yeah, true. AKA Clem, AKA Poop Butt, says Wedding Singer. Final answer. Sophie says, I'm not a big Adam Sandler fan, but I'd have to say Grown Ups. J Parade, the band. Billy Madison. Matt Bradbury, Wedding Singer. Lee Pennington, Click. I'm kidding. It's the Wedding Singer. We're getting a lot of wedding singers, guys.
So, remember, Click is the one with the remote, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Bed Bath and Way Beyond.
I used to work at the movie theater at the mall before they closed down and became a better movie theater. And Click was one of the movies that was out. And I remember people were coming out of the theater and they were crying.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And I was like, isn't this an Adam Sandler?
Right.
Is this not a comedy?
Yep.
No.
Like, doesn't he fast forward so he can see people get naked or something? I don't know. I don't know anything about the movie. Does it break and he fast forward and gets old and his family is all dead or something?
Hello, spoiler alerts. What if somebody wants to watch it 42 years later?
Not
How dare
spoiler.
you?
Don't watch it. It's the literal worst.
Yeah. Well, wait, have you seriously not seen it at all? Like, not at all? So my Bed Bath & Beyond joke did, like, it hit, but it didn't hit with you because that was really from the movie.
Well, I am familiar with things. I always thought this would be a great idea for a podcast where much better than this one. Where
First thought is close
let's
his
see
window.
if you get listeners from Alaska.
He spoke what he needed to say.
You jackass.
Get out of here.
I might do this.
Go.
It's where you try to describe a movie that you haven't seen just from the context clues of. There are a lot of very popular movies that I've never seen. Top Gun, for instance. But I know that Tom Cruise is in it, and he's a fighter thing, and there's probably a guy that dies. I think his name is Goose, maybe. There's got to be a romance in there. Something happens, and he needs to get back. And
does the other person on the podcast have to guess, like what movie you're describing? Where's the punch there?
No, the other person has seen the movie.
Okay,
and they can verify if what you're saying is true or not.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
So, in the movie
Anybody
Click,
think that's a good idea?
Well, you had me until you didn't. Hold on.
Brian would be the one that's seen the movie.
Had me until you didn't.
Who are you calling a cootie queen, you lint liquor?
In the movie Click, he gets the magic remote by going through Bed Bath & Beyond and making it to a special section in the very back called Bed Bath & Way Beyond.
Okay.
This is where the powers.
Okay.
This is where the magic powers come from. That's as much as I'll say. People still talk about crying in this movie. I just saw it not that long ago on Twitter. I saw adults discussing, did you or did you not cry during Click? I think that's funny also, by the way. Anyway, back to Holler Nation. Jacob Bakamas, Airheads. Here's another one. Get this. Franny Coffee Hunley. Just go with it, she says.
It's with Jennifer Aniston. I looked it up.
Yep, it is. Corey says Overboard. Ethan says Happy Gilmore. Lauren says Happy Gilmore. Sarah, Bedtime Stories. LaCandace, Billy Madison. Selena, Big Daddy. Brittany, Wedding Singer. Kyle, Uncut Gems. Miranda, Big Daddy. She says, oh no, I'm changing my answer. It is Spanglish. that one woke up the crowd. Liz, Billy Madison, Tammy. How about giving the classic Airheads some love? We've had a few Airheads answers on here. I have to admit, I have not seen Airheads. I don't know what that's about.
Wait.
See, we could speculate this.
Let's do it.
Okay, I think Brendan Frazier is in it, right?
I have no clue.
Okay, I think it's Brendan Frazier, Adam Sandler, and there's a third guy.
Let's call it
Steve Buscemi, maybe?
Why not?
No.
Because he usually makes some kind of appearance.
Who's the third guy? Anybody?
Dude.
I want to say they take over a radio station. Maybe they like block the door and they do something at a radio station. Can anybody confirm this?
Sounds wrong to me is what it sounds. I would think that this involves somehow they're definitely screwing something up, right? Because they're Airheads. They definitely messed up the whole plot of the movie and the plot of the movie.
Brendan Frazier has got this long hair.
It's probably not even in it. I think that's Encino Man.
I think
no. All three actors are
George
in
of the
this
Jungle.
movie. No, you're right.
Somebody
They're
has
all in the movie.
Somebody has a purple hat on. Maybe it's Adam Sandler has a purple. Is anybody confirming any of this information?
Yes, I'm telling you.
The comments have totally stopped.
Brendan has long hair. I'm looking at pictures. I'm working.
Who's the third?
Who's
Who's
my
the
job
third
over
guy?
here?
Who's the third guy?
She said you were 100%.
You're right, Steve.
Steve?
Yeah.
It sounds like you've seen.
Good old Steve B.
I haven't seen it. I have an awareness of movies. I haven't seen them.
Charlie's in it, RP.
You're calling upon the aura that follows you. This haunting aura that follows you that knows movies but doesn't.
Yeah, I'm adjacent to these movies for years and years.
Fantastic.
A lot of
You know what?
in this movie.
I'm glad that we tried. Let's keep going. See what else you're into. So here we go. Rachel says Billy Madison. It's quotability. Jake Christian. Anything Adam Sandler. The Sandman is the best. SNL and all. Ryan says I like Hubie Halloween.
Oh my!
Mainly because our family visited Salem. Melissa says Big Daddy. Hallie says The Wedding Singer. Melissa says Waterboy. H2O. She says H2O. Crystal says Little Nicky. Nicky. That's maybe that's not a terrible answer if you I don't know. Maybe it's not. Nikki says 50 First Dates. Andrew Lockhart of the Shotgun Squad, shotgunsquad.com. Coming at us from Andrew comes from
Texas.
Philly. He might be in Philadelphia actually.
Sure?
Andrew says 8 Crazy Nights. Somebody replied underneath him and said, "Oh my God, I love that movie so damn much." 8 Crazy Nights. Here we go, guys. I'm sure none of us have seen that because what is that? 8 Crazy Nights. Starring.
Adjacent to that. Who else is in it?
Starring. We need a popular 90s woman for sure.
It's not Aniston, but I want to say.
It's not. It's one of those ones that just pops up in everything, just in the 90s, though, and then disappears.
Well, I know what it's about, but I don't know who's in it.
Well, help us out here.
Oh, Hanukkah.
Who?
Hanukkah.
Oh, it's about Hanukkah.
Yeah.
8 nights. Okay.
Hanukkah.
Good. On your yarmulke.
Yeah, we're back to that.
Hanukkah.
They really put that one in his wheelhouse right there, right?
I can barely stand listening to his voices for an entire movie.
My internet search history is going to be stupid.
Final answer, Punch Drunk Love.
It's a cartoon. 8 Crazy Nights is a cartoon.
8 Crazy Nights is a cartoon?
Yeah.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
Rob Schneider's in it.
Of course Rob Schneider's in it. You said Adam Sandler movie.
Stay tuned for the movies. Adam Sandler starring Beeper, Mr. Cartoon's Beeper, Rising from the Grave.
I like how when you hold that up, it has your horns coming
That's
out.
exactly why I'm holding it right there. Thank you for noticing, Mr. Captain Balloon Animal. I'm a spaceman.
Oh, Captain Valentine. Oh, yeah.
That's actually the kids' show. It's just Adam Sandler impressions, who they have no idea who that even is. Oh my God!
I got him so far.
Michael Valentine, it's been fantastic this evening. It got weird. It always gets weird.
With me or with him all the time.
Yeah, you started off by reading a book backwards on the show, which I really appreciated, by the way. It was the most interesting man in the world vibes is what it really was. Rachel says she was coming in on our plot twist. She says Natalie Imbruglia is who is starring beside Adam Sandler in the movie. Hey, what's on the mug there? Is that
That's Death Falcon Zero. He's going to be in the kids show.
Can you? Yeah, he looks kid friendly. Can you?
He's gonna body slam you like he
that's
did
my
to
foil.
Mir.
It is tradition that he body slams somebody, but
It can't be me. I'm pregnant, so it has to be you.
Ooh,
you're the only other viable option.
All right.
There's no slamming in this show.
Brian, you go.
Foundry Theater.
Body slammed.
Foundry Theater. 1 week from now, it's inside Huntington City Hall. The date 6/9, because it's exactly 1 week. You're going to see Captain Valentine. You're going to see Beeper in costume. It's free. Little Caesars Pizza, potentially. Ice cream, potentially. Maybe even khaki-colored foods. Who knows?
Live music, games, fun.
Slurp that perp.
Free.
He body slams Natalie Imbruglia. Now we're on to a new plot. This is where now there's a podcast. We just create a movie plot on the fly, each show, with just maybe some audience shout outs. I like this. It's like whose line is it anyway, but we create a movie. Yeah.
Pitch it.
I do. I like
Balloon Animals. Who's the actor?
Don't say balloon animals if there's not going to be balloon animals.
Yeah, there better be balloon animals.
I'm thinking The Rock.
Yeah. I'd like you to make me a to scale model of Wrigley Field with balloons.
What's your favorite Rock movie?
God.
He's in one every weekend, so.
Actually, I have an answer to this. Reno 911, that the goofy cop show from Comedy Central made a movie. Reno 911, I think it's called Miami. That's my favorite movie that The Rock is in.
The Game Plan.
It's fantastic and stupid. It's Reno 911. Anything else you have to say about Foundry Theater and the Good Time Kids Show? Would you like to plug anything else before we get out of here?
Oh, I hope you guys will come. Grace, did you say you're going to bring the kids?
I will. I'll be there. Me and my babes.
We are going to have so much fun.
We are.
We're going to dress up. We got a robot. We got a beeper. We got Death Falcon Zero causing trouble. Fun and games and live music. And it's all free.
6 p.m. Foundry Theater next week, June 9th. Captain Valentine.
So we can see each other.
Captain Valentine, we salute you. We certainly salute the artwork. And we certainly salute your presidential flashcards, which I hope make another appearance on Holler sooner than later, sooner than 6 months from now.
Literally 6 months.
I got all kinds of stuff going on. You can always hit me up. One more. Do we have time? Save it for next time?
No, sure. Let's do one more. This one's just me versus Gracie, though.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Okay.
Anyone in the audience still watching?
Y'all get this.
Anyone in the audience still watching?
What? No?
What?
Can you pull it closer to the screen?
Doesn't ring a bell?
0 bells.
It looks like presidential candidate Ross Perot. if he were painted.
He does resemble Ross.
He's so mad. He looks like my face. Like he just doesn't want to be there.
I'll tell you this. He had a reputation for being a man of few words. In fact, his nickname was Silent Cow.
That doesn't ring any bells. I've never known a president called that, ever.
There's an interesting story. He was known, as I said, as a person that didn't speak a lot. And this reporter sits next to him at a party, and she says, "I'll bet you $50 that I can get you to say 3 words by the end of the night. And he goes, "You lose." Pretty badass, huh?
Yeah, that is badass. And I bet 50 was a lot back then.
Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge. Silent Cal.
Very good. Did you look
Rachel says, that guy ain't real. That guy ain't real. But if I had to guess, I believe that is Cal Ripken, the baseball.
Listen,
baseball
I'm
player
glad she said it because I almost like verbalized that.
of the Baltimore
That
Orioles.
sounds like a real
President
kid.
Ripken.
President Cal Ripken Jr., the Baltimore Orioles shortstop.
Coolidge. If it was me against Brian, I was going to win in any way. So
The Iron
I
Man.
Googled it. I win.
Coolest president.
Suck it,
Calvin
Brian.
Coolidge.
Yeah, Michael Valentine, thanks again for the flashcards. I would like to try that again. Thank you for your khaki flavored dreams. That came out strange. I'm just gonna hit a bunch of buttons. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna see you next week, hopefully, man.
I look forward to it. Hope you guys are there. Come have a good time.
Absolutely.
I'm an Indian outlaw.
Jennifer Coolidge. I'm just leaving that on the screen.
You're beautiful. If you want to be my lover.
You've got mail.
All right.